I would say is the winter time with the rain. There was one day where it rained for like 3 days and they shut off everything. They shut off all the water, and so you have to save up water. Uh, and so our house actually got flooded and it got a leak in the ceiling, and we were living like six missionaries in one house, and it was crazy. So the rain. So I got bit by a dog, and I had to get rabies shots. There are dogs everywhere, so I got bit by a wild dog, and got my rabies shots, and but that's normal. So expect to be get bitten by a dog. So yep. So we were walking home, and this dude had this huge dog on this like little leash, and the dog was just going crazy. And so me and my comp like went around it, and all of a sudden I like looked down, and there's this like huge dog on my leg, and it like ripped through my pants. Like it was insane, and I was bleeding, and I was just like, okay. It didn't like hit me that I just got bit by a dog. Uh, but we went home. I had to get rabies shots just in case, and yeah, it was fun. Good little experience. I wouldn't recommend it, but I still have the scars, so that's cool. It was like this. I call it a bear. It was huge. It was this huge black dog. Because they're just everywhere down there, and the people put sweaters on them during the winter time. They treat them like their pets. They just give them like random food. They leave food outside of their gates for wild dogs, and they love their dogs. So, but they're just everywhere. I think one of them, and this is just such a small thing, was we had this one lady who we're having a family home meeting with. They were less active, and she was going to teach a lesson. And I just remember she asked us what she should share because she didn't know. And me and my companion, we just said, whatever you need right now is probably what other people need. And we showed her some things, some material that she could use. And we came back, we went and worked, and then we came back for the family home meeting, and she shared this incredible message that just everyone was crying. The spirit was so strong, and she thanked us in the end because that's exactly what she needed to hear. Because she didn't realize her worth of how she could affect and impact other people's lives. And so it's something so simple, yet I think the simple things are some of the greatest moments. In your mission, you'll have such powerful, incredible spiritual moments, but there's also a ton of little things, which I wish I would have appreciated more, and especially written down. I wish I'd have written more of those moments down because I'm back and they do go away, and I do forget about them, but they're there. So, yeah. It's awesome. I miss it. I miss being a missionary. But- So I would bring a pen drive. A lot of missionaries use videos. They listen to music, EFY music, Motab, while they study. Bring a pen drive. I didn't know that. And so I had my mom send me one because they use it a lot. And it's good because there are great videos to show the people. Make sure that your winter coat is sturdy and good, because it gets cold. And I would say during summer, make sure that your shirts are very lightweight. So I would get short sleeve shirts and long sleeve shirts, and also bring sweaters and scarves, hats for the winter time, because you'll get cold. So. I think one of my companions that I had was very hard. I That was probably the most challenging time for me because we were just polar opposites from different cultures. He was 25, I was 19 at the time. I and I think he just struggled a lot. And so It was hard for me. It was really hard. I was in this new sector, I had a new comp, I was trying to help him, and I think with him, I learned what service is. Because, man, it was hard. It was probably the hardest time of my life. And it was not, it was just, it was hard to serve and to teach the people when you were struggling. And so I learned to serve him. Even though at first I didn't, I admit that I didn't want to because it was so hard. But I learned that you gotta serve him. And if there's not the spirit there between your companionship, the people will feel that. And you can't teach with the spirit. And that's really what matters. The missionaries won't impact the people. It's the spirit that they'll remember their whole lives. So the hardest moment, one of the hardest moments was with that companion. Yeah, I learned to love him through service, and I'm grateful for it now. Even though it was the hardest time of my life, I'm really grateful for it, and I know it's going to help me in the future. So I got a knife pulled on me. It was just like in the afternoon at 4 p.m. and we were just walking and this dude came up and he put a knife right up to me and like looked me in the eyes and I just kind of like stared at him back. I was really calm. I probably should have been like freaking out, but I was really calm and he just like looked me like deeply in the eyes and he just walked away. And so I like turned to my comp and I was like, what just happened? And it was like in broad daylight and that happened. And so that doesn't happen like ever. And so that was just like a crazy experience for me. But I was safe. I'm here now. And it was crazy. So yeah. Oh, I just remember whenever it would rain, people are just inside and you're outside, you're trying to find people. And there was this dog that followed us, and we named him. He was like our little friend, and you just like do the best that you can. It's all about your attitude. And so that wasn't like funny, but it was fun just to like have this dog follow us for like literally 9 hours, like the whole day. And he was our buddy. And so he would like protect us too from other dogs. And so that was just like memorable. But yeah. I feel like as missionaries, I feel like we get so stressed uh, about the work and we kind of forget all the small, beautiful moments of it. I think personally, me, I put a lot of stress on myself in the very beginning and throughout my mission, even. Uh, and what I learned is that as missionaries, we are just there to serve them and to try our best. And I think we're just like planting seeds everywhere. I think a lot of missionaries put a lot of stress on themselves, and it can get really unhealthy. And but we're servants of God, of our Heavenly Father, and we're just planting seeds left and right, uh, which is awesome that He trusts us enough to do that. And maybe those seeds will bloom in a month or maybe in 10 years. But because of that seed, it all happened. And so I feel like we need to put less stress on ourselves and realize how much God knows us and who He sees us as. And as missionaries, just keep planting those seeds no matter what. Wherever you go, you're just spreading goodness, which is incredible. It's such a blessing to do that. And I think I love that the most, of sharing happiness and giving people hope. So I think a life lesson that I learned would be how much God knows us individually and how He hears us. I think that is one of the most powerful lessons that I learned, It's something so simple, yet it impacted me greatly. And I think I learned so many lessons. You just learn so much. It's like 20 years worth of life experience into 2 years. And I can see that. And I think I learned that change is real. I saw other people change and how much the gospel helped them. And I think I changed too. And it's awesome. And I think I'm just grateful for it, mostly, for all the life experiences that I did learn, and how awesome our Heavenly Father is towards us as His children, and not just me, but everyone. And so to have that love to feel that love, and to share that love, that's really what I learned, what it's all about.